All right, people. I got a great plan that I like. Let's see if this stock can confirm. It's FedEx. So FedEx is set up to test 214 to 216. Try to come fill the gap. The September 18 210 calls could be used. All right. Now I want to talk about something before I talk about the confirmation. FedEx needs to show power as it breaks the 211 to 213 zone. So these could be targets too. So for example, this trade could be cut short. In other words, we can make good gains, but how we act in this 211 to 213 zone will be also key. Because it could require another entry. I don't know. But what I do know is that if we can confirm, we are definitely at least going to try to test 211 inside of 211, 213. That's the low end. And if how we do that, okay, here's my point. This is what I'm going to explain to you. How we do that will determine if we can touch this 214 so that we can make even greater gains to 216 level. Okay, people? But so before we even engage in this great plan here, September 18 to 10 calls here, right? FedEx needs to break above 208 on some good action volume. Good action volume for this stock is 500K on a 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume isn't there, right, we're going to want to watch it for some basing above 208 and look for power towards 208.5. Basically, we're going to need to confirm with volume and price, okay, or it's going to be really price action strength, and that's why it's going to require you. It's going to be very clear cut and dry. If this can break 208 with some volume, right? 500K on a 10-minute chart, it's something that it hasn't been haven't had, but it's something that because right now, if you ask me, the volume is being low. We are at a pivotal point, right? And they are setting this up to get back up into this level, right back up to here, right? I talked about the stock while it was looking good, right up here, that there was an issue, okay, and it could pull back, and the pullback zone was the 210. And but my oh man, and then I remember I was getting into this plan here. I didn't like the action. We exited, and for good reason. I said this isn't the way we were trying to go, and then they pulled it back again. So the pullbacks have been severe, but now we have now that I've been looking at this again. It came up on my plan, my scans, and I see we have an advantage again now. Now the advantage is that that the drop is for this stock is most likely over, and I say most likely over. Um, Especially we can confirm and we can easily get to these targets because we were up here back in not too long ago, back in July. So we're getting back to where we were supposed to now with much cheaper. These options with much cheaper options that they would have costed a lot more back over here, right? So we're in a sweet spot. We're in a sweet spot location, people. This is my point here. All right, people. Here we are at the Yahoo Finance, and FedEx closed at 206.63. So it was actually pretty strong on Friday on a very crazy day, which is very interesting. Okay. And so let's take a look at these 210 calls here. So you can see, there wasn't a lot of trading, but there is some open interest there. The spreads were pretty good. They were actually tighter than this. I watched this spreads of between 5 to 10 cents. So the spreads are good. There was some trading there. You should see not a lot. 184 options were purchased that day. Um, and again, there's some good open interest. There's some open interest. It's tradable basically. The 210 calls are really great to use. They give us the time, and it's at a key pivotal point to make some profits. Is my point, people. All right, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans. People, confirmation is key, just like I'm explaining in this video. I make a lot of great plans. You should really check out my created playlist. Become a subscriber. Make sure you subscribe to Power Trigger Trade, which is on Twitter and on StockTwits. See, Power Trigger Trade on Twitter or on StockTwits. Make sure you subscribe for updates. Sometimes I have to make updates to the video, to these plans that I make. So I make quick updates, just typing. So, but again, you want to also be, if you're serious about making money in the market, you want to be a subscriber. Open up a YouTube make sure you have a YouTube an account. Subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to be doing some great things in the future that are going to be unique only through the YouTube platform. That cannot be done through Twitter or StockTwits platform. All right, people. So there you have it. A great update for a plan for FedEx. Again, look, confirmation is key. Started the video. Listen, people, it's all about confirmation. But this stock has to confirm. If it doesn't confirm, you know what? You know what I'm gonna say to FedEx? You know, that I don't care. You know what I'm saying, people? We only care about confirmation. We want to make money. It's about making money. It's not about. It's trying to be right more than you're wrong, and that's definitely what my my stream is. But again, look at. You can't assume. You gotta look at confirmation is key. If we can confirm, and I want to buy that FedEx. I want to get into FedEx and make some money. That's my point, people. So there you have, people, a great update with a great message. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.